on the Optic Gaming side, and this might end up being a quick one. Dust 2 is admittedly a better map for the likes of GamerLegion. But that betterness comes at the idea of, well, okay, they've won it against some of the lower tier teams versus Optic, who have beaten out Fnatic and NIP and Avangard and G2 in the past, which are just much higher caliber than the audience that GL have had. We won't talk about that for a moment here. Let's get into the round, because Optic are already starting things off on the T side with aggression. MSL straight in on HS, takes him out towards the long angles. And 2 CTs back on the bomb site here to face. One boost up will allow Naught to get directly on top of the plat position. So Refresh gets flacked out, Naught comes up with a kill. TSS deals with him. A 4 versus 3 scenario as Refresh moves in, takes out Existence. And 2 players at the advantage for Optic. 2 more left for GL, Scream and Hampus. Bomb down for the retake. No defuse kit in for either player for GL. USP for Hampus, looking for the taps on taps, looking for Nico, looking for MSL. Tactic headshot for the first man, but not quite the second. Refresh trades it, and it's all left to Scream. Make his way in towards short, peek up, but Refresh got him on lock. And in the end, Scream will just be forced to either give up his life or just save the Kevlar, which probably would be the better play at this stage. Oh no, going to face up and Refresh. He gets him with a jumping headshot, so that's alright. Optic Gaming starting this off on the right foot here, looking for that 2-0. I think at this point a lot of people expect the 2-0 out from them, the way that they've played together and the way that they've held their own. I know that I said in the first map that TSS was a stand-in for Optic. I do apologize, that's my mistake. You have to forgive me because for some reason, no one's updating their Wikipedia page, so it still says the Snappy's on the team. The only sources I was quoted was a DK report, so I didn't get to catch that. My mistake. My bad. I do apologize. Regardless, TSS. Play out, leading the charge in for his teammates out towards the B bomb site. Hit, of course, the force buy in for GL. Not the same can be said for Optic. They are on a full-blown rifle buy. Scream will still do the damage, taking out Nico. Matem picked up, bomb down towards the default corner. Nades in. Scream will move up and in. Smokes go down on the T side to keep GL at play. They will not play for the retake. Hold back and save whatever they've got. Maybe get the exit frags on the T-side line. Optic also going to try and retreat out towards the corners of the bomb site. They should be able to survive the explosion from here. Indeed they will. 2 on the board for Optic. GL will get another technical force half buy into this round due to the fact they saved all their weaponry, so without investing a single penny, they've got scouts, SMGs, and a deagle to work with. Not a bad deal, if you ask me. First shot will come in for Nork on MSL, doing damage. Down towards a short position, MSL will try to lead his teammates in. Nades up, Existence, Deagle out. And yes, I did say that Snappy was IGL2. It also says that on Wikipedia. So that's where I base most of my information off the lineups. 5v5. Retake coming in for GL. As Optic. Ooh, blind spray from Scream takes MSL down. Gonna work with this backstab coming in from Nico. Will he extend so far out of the longhouse to get the backstab in time? Apparently not. The spray in from HS takes out Config. 5 versus 3, and the T's will move in. TSS caught off guard by Hampus with a headshot 4v2 scenario, and Hampus going to round this corner, tries if he can take out another as Nico comes in from long, spots out 2 HP players, takes them both down just about. HS barely staying alive. Hampus turns around, but if hold on for long enough, Nico will go falling, but no defuse will come in. All 10 players will go up in smoke as Optic do claim their third. And the cost of a lot of weaponry, though. The rebuys will come through. AWP, AKs in. Or vice versa for the Ts. AUGs. Bomb on the back of MSL. Config boosted up towards the tunnels. Takes out Nork on short. And Existence quickly grabs that AWP and rotates the hell away. He'll need it for the defense. So Optic has once again started off with a man advantage. Refresh tagged up pretty hard. Will get traded out by Scream, but Config easy to the response. Existence trying to catch off Sonic towards mid, but nothing going to show up here. Config not even going to go for the mid cross out towards short. Get back with his teammates. They'll wait for them to come to him. Existence moves in. MSL first man in the AWP. Traded back 3v3. Flashes over. Counter flashes in. Nico will peek up and trade Existence right back. Smoked down towards CT. Now they're going to isolate and wrap in against Hampus. Lone man on the B bomb site at the B doors facing up. Spray comes through. And they combine to get Nico a secondary frag. And the bomb should go down. And nothing that HS can do about this. Optic, very nice default. Very nice kills. 3v1 to 4-0 on the T side board. If Config even looking for this exit frag, if they get this rifle out, there'll be nothing for GamerLegion to work with. That the AWP gets picked up by Tesses. And Config will get that triple. Optic starting things off on just a dominating force that we expected so far. It is. A follow-up from that first map that has just gone well for the Danes. HS with the opening kill. Config will trade it. Sees that on screen. That's one and the second. Existence comes up with a kill in the interim, and suddenly, just like that, in the blink of an eye, GL have a 1 versus 4 and bomb control. What happened there? Unexpected frags, unexpected weapons, and now they've got rifles to work with. AKs can come out. And this will cripple Optic. They've got no money. MSL will try find a way to work in over at the A bomb site, but bomb control of the CTs has got to retake control of the lower tunnels. Or actually the upper tunnels, scratch that. Lower and upper tunnels actually, so just be fair about it. Kill on Hampus will come through. Scout out of play, and MSL without really much that he can do here. 40 seconds on the clock. Screen pushed up. If he does want to face towards tunnels, he will get taken out. But he knows where the CTs are at. If they do face around the corner, the kill will come through. So peek in, does get down Nork. Giving as few rifles into the next round for GL as possible. I'll save the AWP other than this, so. Into long he'll go, hold out towards pit. And GL will be able to sneak around away. And again, surprising turn of events. Chaos in the tunnels, and GL actually came out on top when the ashes settled. And again, that's crippling to Optic because they haven't got a lot of money on several players. Tessis in particular has 1,800. Refresh Deco and Config should be able to force the buy back in, and actually they'll take a time out to discuss this. This is not ideal, obviously. They want to force around the AWP, give MSL a decent amount of backing to thrive with the big green gun, or do they want to just eco in this one and get rifles out? Not the following round, but the round after it. What's the play here? What's the call, MSL? Force up. Okay. Nico with the AK. Refresh config and Tessa should follow through eventually. The Eagles, an assortment of weapons, mostly rifles in the SMG, also for config. And GL. Up and out into the long position. AUG for HS, first man up to face. The Eagles in. Molotov's out for Nork to try it and stop them from getting in. Stop them from pushing in to the A-bomb site. It looks like it's the find A-bomb site setup. No defaults towards mid or the tunnels area to get the kills. He may have to take long control to try and set this up. Obviously, the AWP here of Nork and HS will try and keep them away. And the execute will come through. Smokes up, flashes over. TSS, first man out towards short. HS being flashed in, two players lined up. Nico gets the trade right back, and the AWP is able to respond, taking out the bomb planter and configure with a run boost. Actually, boost up just takes a spray on existence, but the UMP does get that frag back to 3 versus 3. Now they have to deal with the AWP and shoulder base from MSL. Tries to win out the fight. In the end, it will be Norg to take his second kill. Look back on the bomb site for the third, and catch TSS potentially for the quadra frag. 1v3 for TSS regardless. Will turn on to the headshot of the of the AWP player. And Hampus, M4 towards Cross, making sure he doesn't cross over and get that bomb. So, second on the board for GamerLegion. Optic on the force buy, unfortunately, he couldn't get anything done. Bit of damage to the CT line, but eco for this one. Towards the mid phase. I know smoke went down from the T side line, allowing them to go towards short, completely uncontested. Eventually Hampers will push through that smoke and get the crossfire set up on existence. Only damage done, no real major kills. I mean, they did get one, but Nork coming in with the trade out with the AWP, 2 for 1, and Nico getting to the bomb site to get that bomb plant down. If Optic can achieve that, then that's going to be mission accomplished right there. Oh, AWP shot for Nork. Nice. Defuse will come through, third on the board for GamerLegion. Nork carrying his way to victory. Honestly, I'm not even surprised at that shot anymore. I've seen it so many times. I don't get it. It's just so easy to hit, and I don't understand why. In theory, it shouldn't be. I don't know. Tees out to the tunnels, down into the mid face as well. Short control established by the CTs. Config moves up, Molotov's in for TSS. Flashbang in for him. We'll try and get MSL a line into a short position. 40 seconds left to go for Optic to make the execution happen. TeSeS and MSL. Molotoving in and no one to defend the bomb site directly, but they might not go towards A. Instead, they're going to wrap back in. Smokes up Hampus, spot sprays and takes Config back to 4 versus 4. Backed up all the same. TeSeS will try pushing back to the corner. He's got Scream backing up out towards Car. Which is straight forward right here. Doing get the 2 kills eventually. And the bomb plant will go down. 1v4 now as MSL takes out HS towards the mid to be faced in existence. Without much of a chance. So Optic do finally get their 5th on the board after a bit of a comeback from GL, but Rifles come back in for GL. Optic quick out towards the longhouse into the long control. Got Config playing completely around where GL are playing here. Look at this stack towards mid. I don't think I've ever seen something like this. Hiding in the smokes, hoping for T-side players to aggress, but nothing will be seen. TeSeS catches off Hampus, opens things up for Optic, eventually forces 1 CT, or doesn't force 1 CT, but certainly goes straight in to take down 1 CT that overextends. 4 versus 4 scenario as existence does trade him back, gain the tunnel's control once again, but Optic playing mostly around the top of long position, especially towards the long pit. Smokes up, flashes over, 2 Ts out of the way, nade in, doing damage in the AWP and Nork blind, takes the first man, can't get the second. Because again, he's completely blind. Bomb plant down in the back of Goose, refresh. Secures the site for Optic, but not the man advantage. This could end up turning back around. I say that, and MSL evens the score. Scream chimes back onto Config, on towards the short position. Nork with the AWP watching out, hoping that MSL reface, and if he does, things could get a little bit ugly. AWP facing, flashbang out against MSL, and both him and Refresh forced to take different positions. MSL will look on towards short, 2 kills to his name. 1v2, 3k up to face, he can't land it, clocks out, eventually takes down Nork in close range. Existence comes up with a spray, the defuse kit is on, and it will be close, but I think he's just about got this round for GamerLegion. 4 on the board for the CT side. An absolute chaos on the retake there, could have gone either way. But in the end, point-blank positions held by CT forces, and they'll take a timeout after that one. I guess they weren't too happy with it. I want to let it simmer. The likes of Optic. I'll also be focusing on the economy line for the GL squad because they will not have a fully blown buy up here. Stream with the UMP. The AWP and M4s and AUGs will still come out for most of the CT forces, but Optic technically have the better buy, and with the AKs coming through, it means one-shot headshots can be landed on Scream and Hampus very easily. Response nades from Optic, doing damage to Config to kick things off. Nade and also towards top mid, and it will go a little bit further down than Nico. 88 points of health. He stays alive at a pretty decent line. Config certainly coming out worse for wear in the early utility trades for GL. And Optic just holding down the control of the tunnels. Scream around the corner, spraying the first and the second and the third. Hampers actually gets one kill in exchange, but it doesn't matter. The crossfire from hell, and Optic walks straight into it. Bomb drop, no flash support, nothing blinding off the likes of Scream or Hampus. And MSL forced to save his AWP one more time. A fifth should be on the board for the CTs. There's no way he's getting this retake. He doesn't even want to try it. He's back up T-spawn, hoping to get exits. And yeah. Brexit back to this stage. He goes down after time. Oh no. Not a good line. Not a good sign at all. Eco forced out for Optic because the money line just ain't there. HS opens things up with a kill, $600 in the bank for him. The Eagles up. Ooh, Config catching existence. Took it back in for Nork. Doesn't quite take him down. Nork will be able to trade back on the likes of Config, and MSL comes up close. Does get Nork right back. So that's the AWP drop. Should we get traded back by HS? The AUG for Scream, also faced in, damage done to him, just turns towards refresh, completely blind, takes him out the back lines, but the second frag anyway, and there you go. 3 alive. Feel taking a bit more damage than they really would have expected for a full eco round, but Optic. Limited utility on this buy, but they're mostly aiming for map control. Nico straight out towards pit, looking on to the bomb site. Scream and Nork. Mobs in, AUG back out, good reface from Scream and refresh, just wasn't expecting that. Didn't get much damage at all either, so Optic. Oops, in for MSL, looking to catch off existence. Good flick around and gets the 4v4. Flashbangs in, Scream will get taken out towards the back lines of the B bomb site. Optic gonna move in, with smokes going down. Burst through, almost taken out Nork. No damage done to the CT player. He'll make his way up as HS takes that damage, and Column Thick gets the headshot. 2-man advantage, the bomb plot will be secured. I do not think GL want to go for this. HS on 10 HP in particular might look for the exit frag here close to the B bomb site, but Hampus is way out towards mid, covering his back line, making sure no one sneaks in behind. The MSL gets him down instead, adjusting for his 2K. HS left to hold on to the AUG. And what do they do with this weapon, GL? Moneyline certainly isn't there. How much money will they get for this round? $1,400 single round loss bonus because they had 3 in a row. Wore it all down. The AUG does open up a couple options. Could see a force buy-in from Nork and Hampus, but Existence and Scream are going to have some serious issues. The tactical timeout will be called by the CTs as a result. Second in this map. We'll opt to go for the force buy here in this round. AUG's in on 2, SMG for Existence, AWP for Nork. Smokes go down. AUG for HS, raise on the first man, not quite the second. TSS trades it. Back to 4v4 we go. Scream on the org, nades in. Flashes over, orb shot for Nork, takes out TSS. 4 on 3, GL. Favor to the CT side, can they keep it? Optic don't want to contest it at this stage, they are just pushing in. Optic, slowly established long control. 3 players up here to face. Existence, AK in hands. Or for Nork, flick around does not quite land on Nico. Second face will connect. No, it won't actually. Missing entirely. Now Existence distracting, not realizing that there may still be another man towards Viking. Indeed, happens to drop that bomb, but burns alive. 1v1. MSL with an AK versus Scream with the AUG. For the 7th round for GL or Optic, and MSL's got to pick up that bomb, will plant it open, almost whiffed it, but turns around with a spray in the end. 2K. Seven on the board for Optic. Here's the Eco GLCZ in for HS, the only upgraded pistol they had. First thing down and out in the round, so the best chance that GL had of getting an opening frag, or any frag for that matter, is just completely wasted. Smokes down as standard, T-side players up in against them. Ooh, close juice there from Scream, but doesn't quite get the kill. Sprays in, Hampus turns down for 1 frag, TSS gets out 2. Back on towards long, well short I should say, the next man will be falling. And Nork at Viking. Molotov the way. Further burn. TSS will get the flick back to the headshot. Ace for TSS, anti-eco. And Optic gain a lead. And gain a half in particular. 8-6 on the T-side board. MSL will be in the top fragger as well in the server and for his team. Only by a margin of 1. Nork ain't trailing that far behind, and still kind of surprising for the IGL. Here come the AKs round the corner, and Existence first man up the face, taken back by TSS. Trades him and Hampus will go good, but HS will fall in the interim. So overall it stands at a 3 versus 3. One player pushing out as well, Refresh. Look at where he is on the B bomb site. He's caught Scream's information as well. This actually could be a massive positional advantage. Oh, but he'll whiff it! Scream wins out the fight! Low HP, but he stays alive and can call for backup. He can hold back towards back of plat. Three versus two scenario. Flashes will go over towards A site. The two players remaining for Optic will commit to the A site at this stage. 45 seconds. They want to retreat. They have to go back now. Molotov's coming in. It just suggests the idea that this is going to be A. Smokes down. One towards cross. Well, it's one towards far cross. Second towards near cross. Hampus. M4 at the ready. Scream. Taps on taps, completely blind. Lands a couple of good tags on MSL, but doesn't quite take him down. Now Nork looks in, looking for the man. Now AWP falls out of favor with Config, last man standing. Planted out towards Goose. It looks like he'll get away with this, but I don't think he'll get away with a round. And Nork will tap him up with a headshot. Comes in 2 for his name, and it will be a 7th on the board for GL. Close up the half, 8-7 favor to Optic. The Danes maintain their control here on Dust 2 in the same sort of way they did over on Train. But probably a bit less one-sided than that one. Obviously 13-2 was that scoreline at the turn of the first half. Bit closer, and GL have had their time on their map. Picking a small technical pause will come in, for whom I'm not sure. Let's have a look at the pings. Stream still have about 45, so it's not the most ideal, but I don't think it's bad enough. Pause comes through. Maybe a TeamSpeak issue, I'm not really sure. Again, I can't see the chat, so I can't see what they're saying. What I can tell you is Optic are up for the CT side, and in general, despite this being a T-sided map, both these teams tend to have a bit of a better time on CT side. Whenever they play this map, it's usually been, you know, about 56% of all rounds won being won on the CT side. At least in the case of GamerLegion. In Optic's case, it's more like 58%. Whatever the technical issue is, it has been sorted. Ready to get into our pistol round with Optic still leading. 2 defuse kits in play for Tessus and MSL. That's kind of surprising, actually. That's not what you see that often. Single smoke on Tessus, double flash for MSL. Ninja setup and utility setup. Not with the P250 pulled down with the smoke Molotov. A single flash smoke with Scream. Passing that P250 off to North. We'd like to see that on another player with Kevlar, so that way they have a raid boss in play. Just appreciate their setup a bit more for the T side. But for now, it is mid control coming in for GL. Scream tapping up, Hampus taking config, or taking contact against config, I should say. And Nico aggressing surprisingly close. The T side know where he is, but they can't seem to land a shot against him. Tap from Hampus eventually gets to the headshot of the first CT. So opening frag of the half goes the favour of GamerLegion. Hampus moving in, TSS here with the pistol also at the ready. Smokes down towards the short position. MSL moves in and tries to catch HS off guard. Gets him back to 4v4 eventually. Bomb going to get picked up here in the B tunnels as GL. Play the default out, but do not get any sort of setup towards B. Potentially towards A. Smoke down from Scream, where he uses this to dictate the whole form of the round, but MSL almost takes it out of the T-side hands. He taps up the 38 HP. Scream. Hampus will be the first man to fall here in the last 45 seconds. So here we go. Glock's moving in. P2K for Scream still. He does turn it on towards TSS. One man in the back of the bomb site still remains here. Config USB headshots to land, spots out Nork, drops that bomb and stalls for crucial time. Peeks back in on Scream and gets the triple of his own right. Existence, last man standing, does catch MSL. Now up for the 3K clutch of his own right, but Config for 4 kills. Ready, waiting, locks out the tap, but doesn't get the headshot. And Existence, 10 seconds left. Taps on taps, Config gonna wait behind Viking. He knows he's got an open angle. Existence has to challenge for the kill. In your face around the corner. USB taps on taps, and Existence. 1 second. Oh, he barely gets the round. As Config. That push came in a second later from Existence. We're looking at a very different complexion of the scoreline. The pistol will go in the favour of GamerLegion. Another tactical pause coming in for these boys. Why? It's only a pistol, but I guess they were ready. Well, I guess they weren't ready to receive the resistance they did by Optic Gaming. I mean, you should. It's Optic. They've been on the front for every step of the way so far in this series. GL here for the rifle buy, up against Optic on the force buy. One player on the site itself. TSS here with the Deagles. As smokes go in. Scout lands the first shot against TSS. Second face, not quite landing it blind. Meanwhile, Config on the backstab. Whoa. Deals with North, takes him down, looks in for the second. Not quite against Existence. The AK sprays back, but TSS still chimes through. Low HP getting a frag in this one. MSL will drop in return. Damage done on HS, the can actually take him down, and Scream deals with TSS to back to 2 versus 2, but Optic, damage being done on this force by round. Nico still with a chance. Deagle in play. And unfortunately, can't get a frag on the last man here. Khalil gets picked up the second AK, not quite found, so a little bit of lost investment for GL, but Optic did want to get that round together. They did a force buy, so they were looking to steal one away. And we take the lead for GL. USP's up, tapping on through. Nice stacking towards mid to do damage to Nork. And Hampers around the corner with the Mac 10 to get the first kill. Nork with a secondary frag. And 2 frags come back for the USPs again. Dropping that bomb. Nico last man standing though and shouldn't be able to do much more than this. The GL do have their economy limited. And honestly, considering how much damage the Optic did in that last round, potentially that could be a good thing. This buy will come through, and in theory, the economy will be broken. We'll see how much money they have after the buy comes in. 2,300 for Scream, 1,900 for HS. Ambush dropped an AK, so he's down to about $200. So yeah, this could actually break it into force buy status for GL. If Optic are able to get this round, that's crucial. Got mid face coming out, 2 players towards long. HS going to open things up, spray on towards Nico. Sprays out, flashes over, nades in for Existence, trying to drop back in towards CT spawn. He will be spotted out by Refresh, so his teammates will have the info. But he is alone here on the short and CT defensive. HS, Scream, and Nork set themselves up. Refresh slowly creeping in and finding Existence takes him down. We stand back at evens one more time. They know that mid to B is clear. They know that CT is clear. They'll put some smoke down over to the B bomb site, but not commit off the back of that. Actually, I think that may have been a CT smoke now that I think about it, so... Scratched out the smoke going down and go... Extinguish the Molotov and go a bit deeper for the CT forces. Flashbangs in from Scream. 45 seconds and GL commit. Tessence with one frag and drops in for the second nade. Up to try to damage the Scream. Then lands directly in his face for 67 points of health. It's now to refresh to deal the damage onto him. Sprays up, takes him down. And HS, last man standing towards mid. Well coordinated round from the likes of Optic. And Config ready to adjust. Takes him out. Easy as that. Tessence and refresh. Well played to the top of long. And again, that's a round that Optic can cripple GL with. $1,600 for Hampus. Averaging about the $3,000 mark in total. It will be the fourth and final tactical called by GamerLegion. See, the scrappy rounds have come through from the T side line in the last few ones. Only 3 players staying alive for round 18, but the confident Starladder coming in for Optic puts them in decent stead. Will GL force here? They're gonna go for an eco. Well, a half buy more existence than AK. But utility brought down. He's actually gonna go for the force buy compared to his teammates who are gonna buy down to about the $2,000 mark. Scouts in for Nork and HS. Nork out towards short. HS watching in as Hampus gets run boosted into the short control. MSL with the AWP people watching out from long. Run boost from existence, potentially no, he'll opt against it. Flashing against MSL will force him off angle all the same. Counter incendiary comes back from Nico. Hampus will get tagged up. Config faces in against Scream, takes the opening kill, but Existence actually gets there first, excuse me. Scout in for Nork, should get this bomb plot down towards short. 4v4 retake. All shots ring out from MSL. Scout shot in from HS, takes him down. Looks in for the second one. Oh, what a shot. Tessess dead. And Config taken back towards the short position. Refresh. Last man standing. And Nork will get a scout shot of his own right. Take the final frag. And take the 11th for GamerLegion. What a round. Scout accuracy. The beauty of the game right now. And Optic want to respond in kind, a force buy back of their own. M4s, AUGs for Masters for MSL with a Deagle. And an MP9 for the CT side. Refresh and test, that's both up, smokes up. Deagle's moving in. Existence and Nork. 2 more T-side players also up. Scream in, looking out. Refresh takes the first frag. Scream responds in time, turns on with the second headshot. Spots the next man with the triple, can't quite tap on towards him. Should get this bomb secured though as he continues to face in. Gets the headshot on Tess. That's triple kill for him. MSL actually denies the bomb plant for a moment. Back in towards the short position. Eventually the plant will come down to 3 versus 2 and MSL going to face it towards mid or not. No, putting the backstab from Hampus and the spray comes in, takes him down, leaving only Config. 1v3, takes the first. Known to the smoke, known to the T-side line. He gets a second in existence, hold the phone. Config, no. Hampus trades it back with 2 kills of his own. An Optic doing the damage, but the force buy again need to get so much more. And GL have a bolstered economy with all the rifles they saved from the round prior to that. Double nade stack in from Optic on the eco. Doing damage to Hampus, not taking him down, unfortunately. Missing out on Scream and Existence as well, but doing damage to them all the same. Config. Ooh, look how far he's pushed up to the T-side line. And Scream has no idea what's about to hit him in the side of the head. AK picked up, stacking towards the A bomb site. It looks like GL are going to commit to this. Sprayrock and MSL takes in 2 points of health as Tesses gets boosted up with the USP. Can he find anyone here? Molotov to the bomb site. He's ready on HS. Taps his head off his shoulders, and the AK of Config gets up into position. Orb shots ringing true. Still many CTs here to contend with. Nort will get dealt with by the likes of Config. AK headshot landed, and Config gets another kill. 3 kills to his name. Refresh responds, and the eco goes well for Optic. One small angle they didn't expect to be contested, and lo and behold, it's the one angle where an Optic Gaming player pushed into. And then from there, everything fell to pieces. All the info was gathered, the stack was right. And Optic back in the game. Chancellor's Longhouse, Incendiary's coming in. Scream with the AK, sprays up again. Missing out on Testes, but HS will get the trade. Nico trades it for 2 for 1. And Bomb out there on that back of Existence. The nade should go deep enough. No, Existence will get out of dodge in time. But regardless, the long control established by Optic, not letting GL get into A site this time. Config ready and waiting against Nork. AK at the helm. Scout spotted. Gives up the info first. The pre-fire can come through, and it can be a 4 versus 2. Hampus leaving Existence alive with 4 HP to clutch this. It's not happening. This is Optic shutting down the force. And GL conceding another round off the back of the eco as well. Finally, a couple of good rounds strung together by the CT forces. Smokes up, MSL moving in. The P250, the only thing available for GL. Other than that, it's basic pistols, Kevlar-less T-side players. MSL AWP in play, first frag found. Ding down on Config, but next man to face should go falling. Spotted there. Home shot baited by Hampus. Second frag found by MSL. They face together as the 3-man unit, excuse me, not 4, not anymore. Testes will be allowed 2 spray downs. Existence last man. Testes with a triple kill. MSL with a double. Can they get the AWP out? I think they might just be able to reach it. Yes, they do. Okay. So we're all evened up. GL now with a bye. And this could potentially be their only bye they have left in this one. At least for the moment, they'll be the last bye for certain in their lead if they do not get this round. Optic Gaming on the comeback here for Dust 2. Start things off a bit shaky, let GL gain a bit of a lead, and since then they've had control the whole way through. And now's their chance to strike back into their own right. Flashbangs in with Testes, rounds the corner against HS, spot sprays and gets him down, loses a lot of HP of his own right, but the opening frag goes the favour of Optic Gaming. And now the T's execution comes in from GL. Spray from Config, gets 2, gets 3, bomb dropped and everything. And GL, life choked out of them as they enter the choke point. And come out with 1 man less standing. Hampus alone. As Optic look to claim the unlucky 13th. And take a lead back the very, very end of this map. Hampus does take Nico down for 1 quick frag. Does catch a second. That's actually a pretty good shot. It wasn't a low HP player in Testes, but still to the head. How quick he's moving to try and get these kills against the CT players. They will face away from him and fall back to the bomb site where we can't really isolate these 1v1s that easily. 30 seconds left to AWP facing up. We'll catch him. We'll take him down. And it feels like if that eco had not come in from GL, then we would be in a much better standing for the T side. Optic not going to let up. GL can't even break the momentum. They used all their tactical pauses. Snork sprayed up. Config takes him down. Opening frag against the only rough. They had a scout in play for the T side. And it all goes to waste. Nades up, coming back in. Damage done to Existence and Hampus. $60 seconds left with HS looking out for Config. Flick in. Second kill for the CT side as Nico takes Existence and Hampus. And HS. Sayonara. 14-12. The max loss bonus for GamerLegion. This will be their true final buy. This will be their last chance. If they can't get this round, then it will be over. There will be nothing to work with. And Optic will send them spiraling down to the lower bracket, which admittedly is still a lifeline available for them, but even so. Bursts up, damage being done. Initially to Hampus, very little damage, all things considered. Spraying from Existence, tags up MSL. 42 points of health, starting things off finally to the man of the HP advantage of GL. Assist and HS. Three players coming in towards long. Flashbang evaded. Spray comes up for Tesses. Only gets the one kill. Falls back and waits for back to return to him at MSL's part of things. Conflict with the kill in Existence and Scream takes out the long control, but not for MSL. Nork actually gets that frag instead. 3 versus 3. And Nico up to face. Bomb dropped, Config falls back, sprays on through, takes down one, tries to connect on the second man. HS only taking damage, but Scream's also just as low. 2 versus 2. And wrap around for the high HP players. Refresh will deal with HS and Scream, the last man standing. Orp in hands. "20 seconds left. One good shot's all he needs to take out Refresh, and Nico's not going to face his anger as well. Here the info coming in, bomb dropped on short. He's not got enough time to get that bomb and plant it down on the site. They're going to go hunting for him. Will they boost up? Oh, Nico. Oh, that's no money. That's no good. $400 for Scream. And if you thought it couldn't get any worse, then, well, you just got proven wrong. 15-12, map and match point for Optic. Looking to close this series out. 2-0 on Dust 2. 3 rounds for GL to take. To go to overtime. And keep this map, keep this series in contention. Scream with an eagle, dropped out, no Kevlar, 2 flashes. The CTs of Optic face inland on their defaults. Scout shots from Hampus, can't land anything. No damage done to the CT line. Nico facing up, taking HS, MSL at the helm with the AWP, ready for the T-side line. Flashbangs over, do blind him off, but he actually gets taken out by Scream. That's a decent deagle shot. Nico there to respond. No more backup coming in out towards the long positions where Tessus will peek in from the bomb. Should be secure here as Hampus takes down one. Sprays awkward. He does get it together at the end. 3 versus 2 scenario as Refresh continues fragging away. Hampus dead. Man advantage for the CTs. The Scream makes his way into the backstab. Not going to hold on for all he can. Spray not good. And Scream now tapping on the Refresh. They can sit the defuse. They can get the kill anyway, and that's exactly what they'll do. Nico to close it out. 15-12 goes 16-12, and Optic are going to win out the series 2-0.